Yo, what up, it's your boy, GV. Live streaming on both Twitch and YouTube today. Yeah, hopefully everything's all good. This is so weird. Man, if everything goes in the same chat, that would be so nice. Back when we were multi-streaming the last time, it was rough, man. It kind of half worked. The other time it worked. It was so weird. So hopefully we're good. Let me know if there's any issues on Twitch or on YouTube. We should be multi-streaming to twitch.tv slash Grohlvana and also to youtube.com/Grohlvana. So for anybody watching the VODs, what was that? Whoa.
We back.
We so back. Oh, we so back. Look at that. A couple of Twitch Prime subs. Oh my god. Can you believe it? Thanks so much, Mark, Kieran, and Elad for the 28 Prime months and 11 Prime months, respectively, over on Twitch. For anybody that doesn't know, we have a thing now where anybody that subs or donates or whatever, basically, will do a bean. What do you call it? A bean. Bean boozled. So we'll do those two really quick. One for Elad. Thank you very much, Elad. It's gonna be... Why is it always... It always lands on pomegranate / old bandage every time. And that's the only one I don't have. We're out of it. It's gonna be berry blue or toothpaste. I'm down with that. That's fine. I just brushed my teeth. So honestly, that's really not gonna be that bad. So we got berry blue or toothpaste. Either good or bad. Let's see. That's berry blue. That's berry blue, baby. That tastes really good. I like that one a lot. So yeah, anytime anybody subs or donates or anything like that, we'll do a Bean Boozled until it's done, which we have a lot left. Also, if you have a line you would like me to do as any sort of character, or just like a line read, give me like a direction, you know, menacing, whatever, or like an impression or anything like that, feel free. Anytime, you know, a resub or a donation or anything like that, just let me know, like, hey, try to say this was Patrick Star from SpongeBob or whatever. Gives me an opportunity to practice voice acting and gives you a little hit of dopamine, you know? So that's a thing as well. What's up, Elad? What's up, Liquid Rex? What up, Kodami? We do have a new camera angle, yep. Which I might change just because that is directly viewing the bathroom, which is kind of super weird if I forget to switch it to a different screen. Yeah, toothpaste is fine. What's up, Golds? We're going to be playing Bloodborne. We have been streaming Bloodborne on YouTube just because I had to re-enable multi-streaming. So this is day 8 of Bloodborne. If you want to watch all the previous stuff, it is on the GV Stream Archive YouTube channel. Also, the main YouTube channel on the live tab as well. So you can watch. There's 7 other Bloodborne streams that we were doing because we were guiding the game. So we're going to continue that here. The next game that I kind of want to play is Pokopia, honestly. That comes out either today or tomorrow. You're gonna make me... I think I'm not gonna do that one. Maybe later in the stream. Maybe during a drinking stream or something, maybe. Currently, I'm not feeling it. Alright, let's do another spin for Mark. Whoop! It's gonna be toasted marshmallow or stink bug. Oh, God. Toasted marshmallow or stink bug. Well, we got one good one, so I'm betting this one's gonna be bad. I'm feeling this one will be bad, which is actually vile. I don't remember exactly what the stink bug tastes like, but I remember it's very bad. 90% of all of these bad ones are genuinely, truly bad. We had rotten fish yesterday, and that one seriously was so disgusting. I can't even put it into words. I'll give them this. They really did a good job making these genuinely vile. A lot of food products, you know, they're like, it's so spicy, it's so this, it's so that, and like, it's never, but Bean Boozled, actually, vile. Please don't be stink bug. Oh my god, toasted marshmallow, holy shit. Good. I just brushed my teeth and I honestly did not want to taste that nasty shit. Okay, I'll take that. Toasted marshmallow. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. I like it. What's in the terrarium in the back? That is Benny, who is our Kenyan sand boa. Yeah, Old Bandage isn't that bad. There's a lot worse. Old Bandage is one of the okay ones. Burnt Rubber is also one of the okay ones. Booger was kind of okay. All the other ones are horrible. Like, genuinely so bad. Old Bandage is gross, though, too. It tastes like an old bandage. Go figure. How's the weather? It's good. Yeah, very crisp and clean. Nothing to complain about, honestly. So yeah, welcome in everybody. For those watching on Twitch, like I said, we've been streaming on YouTube, dipping my toes back in. We did 4 Oblivion Remastered Exploration streams. Then we did 7, not including today, Bloodborne streams guiding the game for the bosses. So, if you want to watch all those, they are on. If you look up on YouTube, the GV Stream Archive, they are there. Also, if you look up, or just go to the main channel, youtube.com/Grohlvana, they are on the live tab as well. And yeah, we'll be multi-streaming. As I've said many times, for those on Twitch, you might not have heard this, but been dipping my toes back into streaming. Currently, I do want to build towards a schedule, which right now is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Time. However, we've got a lot of personal stuff going on in the works in the background. All good things, as I've said. But they're going to take... It's basically the type of thing where if I get a text, I just have to put everything on hold and go do a thing. So what that means is for the next 1 to 3 months, you know, we're going to be dipping our toes in, trying to stick to that schedule, kind of like feeling it out, feeling how I want to, you know, take streaming in the future. But I can't fully commit to anything for probably like 1 to 3 months, just as a heads up. But after that, we'll see where we go. And let's get into it. And please let me know if there's any issues, because, yeah, this is the first time we're live streaming. Oh, wow, we have a level 1 hype train. Look at that. Oh, my God, hype train. I haven't heard that in 1,000 years. Yeah, let me know if there's any issues, because I have not multi-streamed in a while. We should be good. Is there not any way to, like, pause this? I don't want to see this. It's giving me like a preview, which I really... Well, it's fine. Whatever. That's fine. Okay, so welcome back to our Bloodborne playthrough. We just finished this last night, or we just continued this last night. We did the Mikolash guide, and we did the... Mikolash and... Who was before Mikolash? Who was it? Martyr Logarius. Go to Amygdala. Go to somebody, and then Mikolash. I'm like completely forgetting. We did 2. Somebody and then Mikolash. I'm forgetting who it is. Anyways, we are very close near the end of the game, actually. There's only really 1 area left, and that's it, if you can believe it. But there is the entire DLC as well, which has the hardest bosses by far, and also some of the best gameplay. Honestly, the DLC is phenomenal. So, the only game coming up, I did want to play Resident Evil Requiem, but I also want to play Pokopia, because I was considering doing guides for it if it was guidable, which I just don't know at this point in time. So, we'll see. I'm going to call GameStop after today and figure out, like, you know, when they're releasing it. Because I know, obviously, there's probably not a big, like, audience here for it on my channel, but I probably would enjoy it more than anything else currently, just because I want to relax with something fun. So all that to say, we may switch to Pokopia, because if I do want to guide it, I'll probably be recording it or streaming it, and then making any guides that I find helpful. Which, like Pokemon Legends ZA, I really didn't think it would be all that guidable, and then those guides ended up popping off like crazy. So... yeah, we might do the same thing for Pokopia, which releases officially March 5th, but that usually means you can get it March 4th, which would be tomorrow. So we'll just have to see. Man, why do I feel like there's other stuff to do? Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just continue. What do I need to level up? Hello?
Welcome. What? Very well.
I need... We're very close.
Farewell.
Yeah. All right, let's go over here. We're going to go to Murgo's Loft Middle, I think is where we're wanting to be. DLC is something I still haven't done. It's great. It's very hard, which is why I'm going to get to it for the guides, because honestly, Even though this game came out forever ago, that probably will be one of the best helpful resources, I would say. As far as this game goes, because, yeah, the bosses in the DLC, oh my actual god. Oh, that's right. Wait a second. We got to be smart here. Wait a second. So we can do this area and then trigger the shortcut, but I forgot once you beat the next boss, that's kind of it. I think you can still do other stuff. There is 2 optional bosses we did not do. I completely forgot about. So we will have to go do those 2. Now, is this where we came in, or is this moving forward? I think this is moving forward. Hello? Ow. How dare you? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. How dare you? Oh my god. Oh yeah, we also gotta get a blood rock so we can fully upgrade this too. Hey, that's my son's birthday. Too bad I don't have a Switch 2 so I can buy it for him. March 5th or 4th? I'm assuming you mean 5th. Yeah, it looks... I don't really... I mean, I haven't really seen too much about it. But honestly, it looks really fun. And like I said, Pokemon Legends EA was kind of a sleeper hit for this YouTube channel in terms of guides. So I could totally see... You know, there just being weird stuff that I can make guides on. Kind of like Animal Crossing New Horizons. Since it's a very similar game, I guess. Like Pokemon, Animal Crossing. I'm actually, like, really excited for it. I just hope it's not a phoned-in game. Because a lot of the time, Pokemon Company and whoever... I think this one's made by Koei Tecmo, actually. Who did Hyrule Legends, Age of Imprisonment, which is odd. A lot of the time, they'll just kind of phone it in because it's Pokemon. They don't even really need to try. Everybody will buy it, yada, yada, yada. So, I don't know. I'm hoping it's... I'm hoping it at least scratches that Animal Crossing itch a wee bit. Alright, let's go over here. But my birthday was yesterday. I officially turned the big 25. Middle-aged now. I'm dying at 50. Yeah, welcome to the club, buddy. You think you're so young until you're just not one day. Happy birthday, Desu. You didn't even... You were in the chat. You didn't even mention it. What a G. Didn't even mention it was their birthday. Alright, so there's a secret here you can roll off. And I always die because you get snagged on the stupid... elevator. There we go. Secret here. I probably should have went to the bottom, actually. But whatever. Now, I think this is where we get our blood rock to fully upgrade the pizza cutter. 5th. Pokopia looks really fun. My kids would love it. But I can't keep buying 28 consoles every year. Tell me about it, dude. I know. I know. People are like, play this game, play this game, play this game. I'm like, folks, games are now $80 landed. And trust me, back in the day, like, you know, I probably could have made it happen, but now, as much as I would love to, oh god, here we go. As much as I would love to, games are just too expensive. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Times are tough. Games are even more expensive. So, I have to pick and choose my games a lot more carefully than I did back in the day, where we were just drinking on Fridays and then just saying, oh, let's buy a full-price $60 Assassin's Creed Black Flag and then play it once. Even though we did finish it. We did beat it. On stream. Later. But, yeah, times are tough, man. Okay, so... what is the deal with these guys? They try to grab you. You go. Oh, okay. Grab me through the rock? Okay. Alright, this is already terrible. Okay. Let's do an R2 here. That's not gonna hit. Oh boy, this is going really bad. Okay, we popped that in time, thankfully. I need you to, like... okay, good. Can you, like, come over here? Thank you. And bam! How are you still alive? Okay, so these are winter lanterns. They are living nightmares. They are literally the worst enemy in the entire game. No joke. Literally the, like, they'll just kill you because they give you frenzy when you're near them, and then you'll just pop and die, and then also they'll grab you and just kill you anyways, and yeah, they are a living nightmare to deal with. Very cool looking, though. And they also made they made Elden Ring enemies that look exactly like this, too. Just another day. Had to work a 17-hour shift yesterday. Oh, I see. Well, happy birthday, retroactively. All right, let's use the sedative. We gotta rush this thing. Hi-ya! good. Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to pop. I think if we can get these 3 killed, we will be okay. Also, they do drop blood gems, which I think are actually really good if I remember correctly. Oh, boy. All right, come here. Gonna take that damage. Okay, look at our frenzy meter jumping up like crazy. That's what the sedatives are for. Whew! Like a laudanum from, what do you call it? Amnesia. What's up, Poochie? Welcome in. Doing well, doing well. Major life change currently. Major thing I'm doing currently is meditation using the Waking Up app. I think Sam Harris, the guy that made it, is a bit controversial. I have to look into that because, like, I don't fully know why. Because it's weird that, like, a meditation guy is controversial. But yeah, I did it way back in the day, maybe like 5 years ago or something. And currently getting back into it, and it has connected way more. I don't know why I didn't really understand the first time, because I talked a lot about it, and I was like, I don't really get it, because it's like you're supposed to be working towards a goal, yet you're not really supposed to be working towards a goal. I didn't really understand in a lot of ways, even though I think it was helping a lot. And then this time, now I'm meditating 10 minutes every morning, going through the introductory course. Then I'm probably going to, you know, just go to like 10 minutes every morning or whatever. And now I just get it so much more. I don't know what made it click now versus the first time. Maybe just being older and wiser. But, yeah, meditation is really powerful once you kind of understand it. Because it's just like, you know, it's basically just, I think, as human beings, we combat everything in our heads daily, especially if you have anxiety, you know, you're probably used to kind of just fighting yourself all the time and trying to like combat it, whatever. And then meditation kind of gets you into the mindset of you don't really fight anything. Even if you do feel anxiety, it's just like, whatever. It's kind of like the practice of just being and not really caring as much, dropping a lot of apprehensions and attachments. So that's been the current thing. And, yeah, man, it's been awesome. I'm really surprised at how much... All right, you just don't stop? I'm really surprised at how much, like, it just has clicked this time versus last time. I'm getting, like, way more out of it now versus the last time I tried doing it. Which obviously just kind of had benefits of relaxation. But... you know, you want to practice meditation. The big thing that I'm kind of focused on now is like trying to understand, because like another thing with that is you're trying to get rid of the sense of self, which is tied to your ego. And this is a concept that's really difficult because it's like, I understand what he's saying, because like when you think of something, when you think of yourself, when you think of yourself thinking of a thing, let's say a guy runs up and just insults you to your face. You're incensed because you've been insulted. But who are you? You're nobody. You're like your brain in your head. You know what I mean? You're not a thing, really. You're when we think of ourselves, we think of our eyeballs and our face, like that's who we are. But you're not really that. You're like your thoughts in your brain that you can choose to kind of like dictate the way you react to things. So I understand it, but it's also very hard to kind of tap into that as well. But I think if you do tap into it, it's probably extremely powerful. It's just... yeah, it's a tough thing to kind of grasp, you know? Okay, so see, straight ahead, that's the brain of Mensis. You can see it floating. It's literally a giant brain. It's disgusting. Also, webcamera, can you please just, like, stay? Just stay. You don't gotta always move. Just stay. Aging Untouchables. One of the best moments of the DLC when you read a bunch of "don't let them see you" messages and your spectral steed is too frightened to be summoned. Yeah. Yeah, that was a trip. I remember that. Yeah, man, it's great. 3 times a week, but I think I'm going to up it. Well, that's the other thing with meditation that's interesting, too, is, like, you would think it's a thing like, oh, I got to do it every day, blah, 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 blah. But one part of the 4 agreements that really stuck with me always was, like, a guy goes to meditate at a temple, and he's like, okay, so if I meditate 2 hours a day, when will I transcend? And the guy's like, maybe like 10 years. And he's like, okay, what if I meditate 4 hours a day? And he's like, well, then probably like 20 years. And he's like, what? I'm meditating more. How would I transcend later? And it's like, well, because you're forcing it, right? So it's like... you know, if you don't want to do it, you honestly should just not do it. It should be something that you're working towards healthily as opposed to just forcing yourself, which is also a cool part of meditation. IMO. He's controversial because he is considered Islamophobic to some, and he has some interesting takes on racial intelligence. Okay. I thought it was something to do with race. I didn't really know. I've heard a few things here and there. It's a tricky thing because I find the app very helpful, and I find it a lot more helpful than other meditation stuff, because like I downloaded a different one when I was starting, and it was so lame. It was literally just like a woman going like, you know, you are one with the world, you feel peace, and I'm like, okay, this is literally not what I need. I don't need some like, you know, you feel good affirmations garbage. I need to like literally practice a skill, which is what waking up is. It's much more of like a transformative experience for me. So, yeah, it sucks that he's considered controversial. I have to look into it because I just don't know the details, because the app is genuinely extremely helpful to me. My life is go, go, go. I could do with a reminder to slow down. I mean, I would recommend... I really want Cindy to get into it, but she's doing her own thing, and I respect that, and I'm just like, oh my god, it would help you out so much, though. But you obviously can't force things on people, but I'm just like, oh my god, it would be like... Because we have very similar brain types, I'm just like... You would benefit so greatly from this. But yeah, so I obviously don't want to push it on anybody, but I would recommend it. It's genuinely been super good. Like, we just did a D&D session, Kodami and I, and like on the way I meditated, obviously not with my eyes closed, but I didn't really have time to do it in the morning, so I was like, well, I'll do it on the long drive that we took. And then, man, it just set the stage. Like, that beginning of like our D&D session was so fun, and I was so in the moment and not like worried about, you know, oh, what's my character going to do, and this and that and whatever. It was just like, it really set the stage for like the whole day, and it was just such a great day. He's still a threat until he's dead. Medicate for approximately 15 seconds before my son comes up and hits me on the head. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Cat would do the same thing. Yeah, Greyjoy's doing it right now. He does it if I'm out there meditating against the wall. What's up? Live from Red. Oh my god, for real? You are literally the gaming god. Well, that's what's interesting, because like I said, I know Sam Harris is considered controversial, but to me, it's like, well, he's like a master of meditation, or at least that's what he presents himself as, or whatever. So to me, it's like, to genuinely hold racist views or whatever, that is like, to me, at opposite ends, because I would think somebody that's really in tune with meditation, knows a lot about it, would obviously distance themselves from, you know, negative emotions. So to me, I'm like, again, not reading or knowing anything, I'm like, okay, if I look into it, is it more of a thing that he's not afraid to say his thoughts because, you know, he's a meditator, and it's like, whatever people's perceptions of me are, I'm not really going to care because I'm Zen, whatever you want to call it? Or is he genuinely just like, genuinely does have bad opinions on shit? I don't know. Like I said, that's why I want to look into it, because I'm very curious, because it just seems you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, some sort of like pastor or something being a murderer. It just doesn't make sense in my mind. But what's up, Dark Autumn? Welcome in. Crushed it, that D&D side. I think we all did. That was one of the most fun sessions ever. That was such a joyous day. Oh my god, and the food too. Oh my god, what a great day. Neuroscientist and philosopher. Okay. He isn't actually controversial. People are just dumb. See, I don't know. I have to look into it and make my own conclusions, because I've always heard that he is. But like I said, to me, it just doesn't make sense with what I've heard him talk about in the Waking Up app. Because I'm just like, to me, it sounds like, you know, he wants people to live their best lives. Like, how it's odd that he would be considered a racist or whatever. So I have to look into it, is the point. Anyways, let's pull this lever. Now, where's the elevator leading down there? I'm forgetting. So you pull that. Is it just you continue this way, or is it in the bottom of Mikolash's zone? I'm trying to remember what elevator actually leads to the brain of Mensis. Does anybody know? I'm forgetting. What good? Oh, actually, I think you just keep going this way, and then you fall down a thing, don't you? What good would killing do when mercy is a trait? Or is that a weakness? More about how to learn to use. My friends are dead. Beep 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 boo. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind? Hey, Cyclops! Choir bell. He is a very clear thinker, so people have an issue with that. Yeah, without knowing what he has said, that to me is the vibe I would get, is that when you tap into meditation, when you distance yourself from the sense of self and ego, it's like you don't really care what anybody thinks about you because you're just being truthful and genuine and authentic in the moment. So I'm like, okay, does he actually hold terrible opinions, or is he just like not caring of, oh no, society doesn't see this opinion as, you know, correct in the moment or whatever. Like I said, I don't know. But that's what I've wondered, basically. Because to me, my perception of him has only been through the lens of the app and him teaching meditation, which he seems extremely intelligent. I don't know, and a lot of the things that he said about specifically meditation and everything like that has super duper clicked with me. And a lot of it's made very much sense, even though a lot of it also has been very hard to fully grasp, you know? Okay, so let's go this way. Is this what it means to be a warrior? When mercy is a skill more of something could learn to use. Ba-da-da-da. Unending death awaits those who pry into the unknown. Well, this is an eldritch game, and I'm going to pry into the eldritch, so sue me. It's what I want to do, okay? It's all politics, the same reason most celebrities or influencers are disliked. Well, I think most influencers are disliked for another reason. Like, as somebody that I guess at one point could have been considered an influencer, I hate influencers. I hate going to the gym, and I hate seeing everybody have tripods up and like streaming or recording to their 2 viewers. I hate it. I'm like, I'm at the gym to improve myself. I'm not here to like. Ugh, it's just, man. That was never at my other gym. Now at the gym I go to now, it's like literally. There's, at any given time, like 5 people making content. I'm like, bro, what are you even here for? What are you even here for? But anyways, he hosted a couple of debates, said a couple of things that triggered whatever side. Now some people hate him. Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I just gotta look into, like, what he actually said and whether I disagree or agree with it or whatever. Or if it's a JonTron situation where he genuinely said some, But JonTron came more off as, like, very misinformed and was utterly decimated in that debate. But then it didn't really affect his career all that much, I feel like. I feel like he kind of went through unscathed regardless. Open iron door key. I think, yeah, you can originally come out over this way from the Mikolash fight, can't you? Yeah, because this is the Mikolash fight, and I completely forgot about this door. So that's fine. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the blood? Hey, Cyclops! Oh, 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 oh. A gym today is only a meat show for girls to show what they have, nothing more. But if you say something, you are the bad person. Well, to be fair, I've seen it on both sides. I mean, honestly, I've seen more dudes, like, making content, whatever, than women. Women too, but at my gym at least, it's actually been more dudes with the tripods. And there's some people that, like, it's honestly genuinely really annoying because they're just, like, going crazy, like, with ADHD, like, energy and stuff, and they'll genuinely get too close to you when you're doing, like, dumbbell flies or something. And I'm like, it's highly irritating. I'm just like, can you please just do this somewhere else? I'm here to literally... Oh, yeah, Blood Rock, by the way, so that's the maximum upgrade. Do you fall down there? No, you have to take an elevator, right? So, yeah, at least at my gym, it's been more dudes that are egregious about making a show for a camera at the gym than women. My friends are dead! I kill you now! Where is the elevator that leads to that? I'm forgetting. It's got to be... Does an elevator active? Yeah, it's got to be down in this main hall. It has to. I'm just forgetting how that works. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind? LSD? As in the drug? I don't know what LSD is. Hey, Cyclops! Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so there should be an elevator down here, I think, that has activated now that we dropped the Brain of Mensis. Yes, it's this right here, actually. I do believe. Hello, excuse me. Just gonna go in here real quick. Don't mind me. Bye. Bye. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest moment. I am the infinite. Infamous Odysseus. Whee! Okay, so once you drop the Brain of Mensis, now you come out here. Does he just show up? Oh, this is creepy as hell. I think you have to move away from the elevator and he just, like, pops up? I don't even remember this, because it's getting dark here now. This is actually horrifying. Like, I hate this. They could, if they put, like, a horrifying thing here, I would genuinely lose my mind. I don't remember how this works. He must just be in a direction, and he just pops up out of nowhere. I mean, we dropped him. But I literally don't see a single thing. Wait. Oh, I can see him. There's like literally the lightest shade difference in the darkness here. Yeah, there he is. Oh god, man, if they made this horrific, this would be so terrifying. So this is the Brain of Mensis. Oh, that's right. Oh, we had to do this anyways. I forgot about this. Yeah, to get that boss. Man, I haven't done that boss in forever. So you just kill him, right? There's nothing else? Because I'm thinking you gesture. But no, you get the gesture from him, if I remember correctly. My friends are dead. So what does it do? It will respawn even if killed? You can still perform the make contact gesture even after killing it. It doesn't have to physically be present to get the +3. Oh, okay. You do gesture. Oh, so you can just come down here and use that gesture regardless. So yeah, if you have the make contact gesture, you get a rune +3. And apparently you can do it regardless. Where do you get the make contact gesture? Man, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff here. I'm neither man or mythical. Where do you get it? Interacting with the immobile statue. Okay, that's what I thought. It was like, I feel like it's in that other area. Okay. So I think we just kill him. It doesn't really matter. And honestly, we should kill him anyways, because, I mean, who wants to be like this? Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind? You need to play Expedition 33 so you can listen to that soundtrack. Then you'll have the soundtrack stuck in your head. Yeah, shit. I forgot about Expedition 33 too. So where we are right now is like, I'm like, okay, I like making guides on stream. It's fun for me. There's also other playthroughs that I want to do as well, though. One is KOTOR 2. The KOTOR 1 playthrough was great. Everybody loved it. I do want to do KOTOR 2. It's not really, like, timely or relevant whatsoever, but that doesn't really matter that much. Then there's Pokopia, which, if it has guiding potential, would be good to play next. Then there is Resident Evil Requiem, which I think I'm going to... Man, I really want to play that, too. But... we didn't start it when it came out. And then there's Expedition 33, which I know for a fact I will get mega enthralled into. I don't know, like, how many people would be interested in watching me play it. I know, obviously, some would, like Kodami and whoever else. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like a blind playthrough of a game that everyone has already played. Kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, where it's like, of course... Oh! Goodbye. Kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, which, you know, everybody has played and loves, and obviously it's a great playthrough, but it's like a lot of people have already seen it. So I don't know. I do really want to play Expedition 33. I think it would be great to stream, too, just because I don't know. I haven't been spoiled on anything. It's obviously phenomenal. I will love it. I'll even love the turn-based combat, because I love turn-based combat. So... I don't know. Maybe we could do like Pocopia in the mornings, and then we could do Expedition 3. Now I'm like overcommitting to shit. Okay, let's go back. Point is, I want to play all those games. Expedition 33 is like, from what I can tell, a masterpiece. People absolutely love it. I am the infamous Odysseus. What's up, Danka Wanka? Welcome in. I played the original Code Vein. I tried playing Code Vein 2, and it was such like a slop fest trying to be Elden Ring. Like, shamelessly trying to be Elden Ring to the point where I was like, ugh. So yeah, another instance where it's like I was fully wanting to guide the whole thing, but it's like I kept seeing the same 3 bosses over and 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 over, and I'm like, ugh. It did kind of really disappointed me compared to what Code Vein 1 was. So I think we go ahead and fully upgrade the Whirligig Saw with the Blood Rock, and now we need 3 Bloodstone chunks for that. We also definitely have new Blood Gems. Yep, this one, huge. Huge. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind? Okay. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest moment. I am the infamous. Alright, let's go over here. Boost max stamina. More echoes from slain enemies. We do have a better one for that. Visceral attacks restore HP, which is pretty good. Let's go spend some insight real quick. Never played the second, only just started the first. The first I really like because it's more like a linear Souls game, which, you know, and it's anime. It's not as good, but there was a lot of really cool stuff in it. I really liked it. And then the second one, yeah, just came out recently, and they tried to basically shamelessly...
Welcome. What is... Very well.
They basically tried to shamelessly just be Elden Ring. And, yeah, it just kind of lost a bit of what made it special.
Farewell. May you...
You know? It's a little unfortunate to see. It was basically like trying to be like open world exploration. It was exactly the same laid out as Code Vein 1. Or Elden Ring, sorry. So, I just wish they kind of did Code Vein 2, or Code Vein 1, and like what made that special. But it has some good stuff to it as well. Alright, let's go clear out this zone, and then we gotta go do a bonus zone where there are 2 bosses. One is quite easy, the other one is relatively easy, but also... not really easy, but it's, I don't know, it's not as hard as some of the crazy stuff in Bloodborne. Also, I think that just goes to the way bottom, right? That's another shortcut that's already activated. So let us do this thing. I am your darkest moment. Hello, Shades of Yarnum. Remember me? Okay, buddy. Alright, buddy. I get it. You can cast Fireball. I get it. Where you at? Whoop. Is there still one more? We only killed the 2, right? Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind? We'll probably keep this stream somewhat short too, FYI, folks. I gotta cook breakfast, and then I gotta do a voice acting project. It's the 3rd project that I've worked on with this guy, and it is so freaking cool. It's like a cyberpunk world. Very similar to Cyberpunk 33. Cyberpunk... God, what is it? Cyberpunk 2077. Very similar to that, but it's not related. It's just kind of like heavily inspired. But the artwork on it is so cool. Like, I genuinely love working on this world with this guy. So I gotta do that after this. Hi. Gotcha. Oh, just not gonna do it. I am neither man nor mythical, but a bee. Recurring projects sound cool. Yeah, it all depends. I've gotten a lot of extra work with certain people with my range, because I do think I have a pretty good range, at least as like a beginner. So this guy in particular, I've already done like a mad scientist for him, and I've done a really cool character. It's basically like a super toxic masculinity, kind of like jacked with like cybernetics guy. And then that one was a lot more fun. And then this time, I think he sent me like 2 other characters. I have not looked at the scripts yet, so I'm not even sure what they are currently, but yeah, I get some stuff based on my vocal range, which I definitely pride myself on. Okay, so we can drop down there. This is what it means to be a warrior of the mind. I think it's probably better to work our way back this way, where there are more pigs, and these got eyes. They have been granted eyes. Oh, God. Wow. Yeah. Definitely balanced, totally. Should absolutely die in one hit from that, for sure. Late game, definitely. 100%. Definitely. Absolutely. Makes sense. Absolutely. Makes total sense. Makes total sense. Excuse me. Excuse. I don't even want. It doesn't matter. I've already killed you guys. Leave me be. Leave me be. This is a great grinding zone, by the way, for blood echoes. These pigs drop a ton of blood echoes, and then also a lot of blood vials as well. Please don't do the same thing. Please do not do that same thing. Get behind these guys. How are you? Always with the 1 HP, man. Like, it's actually insane how much that happens. Because, like, it's a mental thing. It looks literally like they're dead. And they're not. They have survived. What's up, Welsh boy? Welcome in. Okay, so... No, we're going to work our way back around there. There are more shades to deal with. And I gotta remember not to fight the boss, because if we fight the boss, I don't think it messes up anything, but it definitely puts you into the end game immediately. And I'd like to do all the other stuff first. And this boss is actually not that bad if you kind of know the tricks. What's up, guys? How's it going? Oh my god. Sons of bitches. How did that only hit one of them? Now immediately down to 40% HP. Okay. These guys were the Shadow of Yharnam boss, if you remember correctly. They just kind of copy and paste them. Something I actually don't really like about these games. Yeah, it's a common RPG thing to, like, have a boss kind of re-show up as a normal enemy. It's supposed to be... I think, like, the intention is always like, wow, look how powerful you've become. You can kill these guys instantly now. But I never really feel like that. To me, it always more just feels like, oh, they're just reusing enemies to save on, you know, having to make new enemies or whatever. I think, to me, it's like a thing where, like, I don't know, a boss should feel special. Like, you should only see them one time, which is kind of what takes away from Elden Ring a bit for me. is that there's so many, you know, bosses that are reused for, like, mine bosses and whatever. And to me, it just kind of takes away. It's like, I don't know. They're not as special then. Which is why I love the big rune fights. But then they kind of reuse some of those too, which to me doesn't feel as good as just not doing that. I'd almost wish they were just like not in the game at that point. Like the second, what is it? Yeah. The Stormvale Castle guy. Like, I really wish they didn't do like a redux of him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we can fall down here. Alright, so I think that's basically this entire area. Did I miss something over in that corner? Is there an item back there? No, I think we got it already. So yeah, that's basically the final area of the game done. Once we kill the boss that's at the top of this, we get warped to the home base. Which we don't want to do because the home base will change at that point, and I'm pretty sure you can still do other stuff, but I don't want to do it just on the off chance you can't, and I'm forgetting that. So I think now we go do the final optional area in the game. This is, lore-wise, this right here is, like, what is it? Queen Pethumaru or Queen, like, Princess Yarnum or whatever? This whole area is Yarnum. Lore-wise, like, you know a lot about her when you go through the Chalice dungeons, which, again, are that really weird optional kind of randomly generated thing that a lot of people don't do. Because I think she, like, had a great one, which are the eldritch beings. They, like, impregnated her, and then she had a baby. The baby is Murgo, who is up there. And it's like an invisible baby. It's not even visible. It's so weird. That's who that is, anyways. But yeah, up there would be the boss, and I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to go do the other stuff first. But I think there's a shortcut, too, that we need to unlock. Let's open up this bad boy. Yosefka's blood vial. Why is that there? That's odd. Okay, let's go down here. Alright, so this is where we hopped off to go do the Brain of Mensis thing. We're going to take it all the way to the bottom. Just to save us a bold hunter's mark. I'm not a mythical. I am your darkest moment. Will you play the Fable reboot this year? It kind of will just depend on, like, if I can at the moment when it releases. We don't have a release date, right, for it yet. I want to, definitely, yeah. I was a big fan of Fable 2 back in the day. And even liked Fable 3 quite a bit back when it first released, although there's some issues with it. I definitely would like to. It'll just depend on if I can at the moment when it comes out. Alright, let's make sure we're fully prepared here because this is going to be a big adventure now. Alright, Bloodstone Chunk. Bam, and now we need another Blood Rock. There's definitely one in the DLC, right? Where do you get... I think there's like 3 total Blood Rocks. Oh, you can just straight up buy one with insight. Well, shit. I wish I realized that. I would have saved all that insight. I forgot about that. So then the Nightmare of Mensis, which is where we got it. There's a 3 in the Chalice dungeons, which is horrible. And then there's 1 in the DLC. So we probably won't be able to upgrade this until we're in the DLC. But that's fine. Blood Gem Fortification. Let's see. We're looking for the blue numbers. Anything blue? Nope. Anything blue? Oh, right there. Nourishing Damp Blood Gem. Anything blue? Anything blue? Okay, let's go to the Evelyn. We can increase the blood attack, but again, that's only if we're shooting. It's probably better just to have the 2 HP recovering every second, honestly. I would think. Then here. Boost maximum stamina. That's great. More echoes from slain enemies. Honestly, could probably switch this. Items from fallen enemies. Temporary boost to transform. Max stamina 10%. Max vials held. Max quicksilver bullets held. Ups visceral attack. That is kind of nice, actually. But then the moon rune's also leveling us up more, also giving us more damage too, though. Blood echoes don't really matter. Physical damage reduction. Arcane damage reduction, kind of nice. It's just too slow, though. Yeah, okay. So I forgot about that. Once you beat the next boss, you can just buy a blood rock here. So honestly, we should save any insight for that. So, let's go to the store over here, see if there's anything we want to buy before we level up. Ooh, Chicago. When were we able to buy that? This, man, I really should use this one day. I just don't like the being on a timer effects, which is ironic because I always say how that's not a big deal with Majora's Mask, but... Chicago, yeah, when you use it or whatever, it like slowly drains your HP, but I think it's an extremely good weapon. I just don't like it because you're on a timer, but it's probably not that big of a deal. Gold Ardeo, a classic helmet. Okay. Yo, what up?
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me...
Endurance up to 25. And then probably Vitality, I think. Vitality's a lot more important in Bloodborne than it is in the other games.
Good may.
Okay. So, we've basically done the entire game at this point. The only thing we didn't do was these Chalice dungeons, which again are just kind of like randomly generated dungeons. There is unique bosses there, and there is unique stuff, but it's a giant pain in the ass because not only do you have to like craft the materials to do it, which is annoying, but then there's some really annoying shit in here. There's like an amygdala reskin boss that kills you in one hit because you're cursed to have such low HP, it'll just kill you in one hit. It's really annoying. So I don't know if I want to do all that. I guess I'll like maybe let these guides sit and then see, because yeah, this is... It's not really that fun. It's just kind of annoying a lot of the time. So outside of that, the only thing we didn't do was the DLC, and then also one optional area. And that is over here. Cathedral Ward is the closest, right? I think so. Yeah, there's 2 optional bosses remaining that we have not done. And then we will be all caught up for the final 3 bosses at the very end of the game. Oh, wait, we need to get another third of an umbilical cord, but that's right. We can get the third one from the next not missable boss, so it's all good. Alright, so we also got the Cathedral Ward key, which you want to take this elevator up to get. I forget. Oh, yeah, that's right. In Yargul, there's like a key in like a cage, and if you get that, you can access a very horrific zone of the game that has 2 optional bosses. I am the infamy. So we're trying to go up here. We're looking for a ladder that can take us up. Remember me. Remember us. Okay, so I think it's in here, right? Last time we came here, we didn't have the password. No, last time we came in here, we didn't have the key. And now we have the key. Hi-ya! Yeah, found in Yargul, I do believe. Open door of the upper cathedral key. Okay. So this place, one of my favorite places in the game, definitely one of my favorite, like, bonus areas. You got these little nasty, like, lore-wise, they're literally, like abortions or something. I don't know what was going on here. I think, basically, like, the whole story is the Great Ones, the Eldritch Gods, were trying to, like, impregnate humans to spawn more Eldritch Gods. And for whatever reason, up here at the top, there's like a whole bunch of these like aborted failures, pretty much. Like these guys right here. They're like aborted, abandoned god failures. Okay, there's a lamp there. Yeah, and it's just so creepy. Like, the music gets genuinely really terrifying. Closed by a device. Excuse me, guys. Just grabbing the items over here. Great Lake. Should give us some sort of damage reduction. Okay, so we can go up there, but there's a little path over this way. Hello! Bye! Frenzied cold. Is that really all that's over here? Frenzied cold blood? Okay. Oh, hi. Look, I don't want to kill you guys. You guys don't do too much to me. So just keep squiggling along. Do your thing. We got a scytheman up there. Not too scared of this guy, though. Hello. Gonna cut you down to size here. Okay, thank you. Would have loved if you could use this cool-ass, like, arcane scythe. There is a scythe in the game, but you basically have to beat the game first to use it. Oh! Cannot believe that didn't stagger him there. Choir set here, which actually might be a cool little upgrade. Alright, now we've genuinely entered the horror zone now. Something happened. I was gonna say, I think something pops out there. There's like a weird glitch here or something that you can do. I believe some sort of skip. I think. Speedrun related. Could be wrong though. Okay. Very, very small area here. Yeah, there's definitely a skip. You can skip some sort of key, I think. I forget how it works though. Right, that one does not open from this side. And the chandelier breaks down, and then we got 3 of these werewolf guys, and they're all charging me at once. Actually pretty scary. Oh, God. I think we got him down there with that attack. Okay. I think there's still one down here somewhere. Whew. Alright. Those werewolves are like way easier to deal with than when I first played this game. Okay, now one. I think there's like a hidden item back here somewhere. Yo, what's up, dude? Whoa! Oh my God. Yeah, as I said, those enemies there get so out of hand if you let them grab you. It's incredibly annoying. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. So we can go this way. This might be just where we want to go. Cosmic Eye Watcher badge. Ooh, what does that give you? See, anytime you find a badge, you just unlocked weapons at the shop. I'm trying to remember what that one gives you. I almost don't think it's even like a melee weapon. It might just be like a gun or something. Okay, let me grab these. Ritual Blood. That's locked. You can see one thing creeping over there somewhere. Sir? Sir? Luckily, our damage is pretty solid at the moment. Okay, so I think we're working our way back over here. I think there's one more of those little grabby guys. So we've got to be careful. There's this guy, too. Let's go kill him before he starts moving. Okay, there's definitely a grabby guy in here. Yep. Oh, my God. You little punk. No! These guys get so out of hand, man. Yeah, these guys are so annoying because they can stun you with a targeted projectile. They can also stun you with an AoE, and their grab is just like so large. So even though you are not going to be too scared of them most of the time, they can just get out of hand incredibly quickly. Okay, up to the second floor. Let's leave that hole for later. Let's go this way now. There's definitely something on the roof here, right? Blue elixir, another one of these guys. Blindfold cap. Madman's knowledge. Madman's knowledge. I think this is to signify this thing's been sucking all this knowledge out over here. Pearl slug. Not really anything we're going to want to use too much. And now we've already been here. This is where we fought the werewolves, so we need to go back over to that central balcony. We're looking for the key to the next zone, basically. Hello. Another one of these guys, huh? Oh! There's another one down there, too. No way! That grab, like, lasts the entire hallway. No! You son of a bitch. Yeah, he could just get these attacks out. God, these guys are such nightmares every time. Okay, so killing that guy gives us the orphanage key. This is a little bit of a shortcut to the right there. What's up, Ranger? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Wait, I'm trying to remember, because the door downstairs is also locked, right? So we've got this. So I think this is like an actual living thing. We can talk to him. We get the make contact gesture, which can be used near the zone with the Brain of Mensis to get a secret moon rune, which is decent. The most amount of extra blood echoes from killing enemies. Oh, so that's the only reason for this. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you don't know, Soulsborne games typically have like a gesture that does something secret. I think it's in Elden Ring. It's in Dark Souls 3? Dark Souls 1? I'm forgetting. Yeah, definitely Dark Souls 3. That's how you get to the Dragon Zone. Okay, so now we have that key, which we can take down over here. Yo! Whoa. Whoa. Open door with orphanage key. Okay, then here we get some frenzied cold blood. Don't much care about that. I think you can open this, can't you? Closed by a device. Let's pop this sucker open. I got a text from Kadoba. I genuinely don't even know how Kadoba has my phone number. What the hell? Okay. Okay, so straight ahead was the lamp, right? Do I want to... I think there's another lamp, though. I don't think it matters too much. Plus, we'll go back to that anyways, even if we die. Oh my god! Couldn't even see him. Oh, so this just starts the fight, huh? Okay, so there's a boss fight right in there. It's a very weird gimmick fight. Not particularly difficult, but one of those, like usual, where you can just basically die instantly. I can probably guide it immediately, I would think. There's nothing too crazy about this one. But, yeah, I'm going to take a bathroom break. Thus, I will be back. Thanks for watching, folks. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so let's look this guy up. This should be a pretty easy fight. But I just want to make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. During the fight, we see a crowd of them with the Celestial Emissary, which looks exactly like the other Celestials, hiding between them. While the other Celestial mobs are hostile and chase the player, the Celestial Emissary stays back, giving a player a way to recognize him. An easy way to pick out the Emissary in a group is that he will have no life bar above his head when struck. Okay. Vulnerable to bolt, then fire. This boss has 3 phases. At the beginning of the fight, they will simply be lots of mobs. After he has lost 50%, he grows in size and acquires new attacks. Around the 25% HP mark, he will start growing tentacles on his head that hurl arcane projectiles. Celestial mobs will keep spawning as long as the boss is alive, and every Celestial mob left will die instantly when the boss dies. In the Great Izz's Chalice version, blah, 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 blah. Get him to transform into the larger form, poison him, and run up to the higher area to take on the smaller mobs. Yeah. So it's pretty basic. Alright, we're going to do a guide for this boss, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you on the other side of the guide. One, two, three, exit. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to another Bloodborne boss guide in the year 2026. This is the Celestial Emissary boss, and this is basically a really odd gimmick boss fight. What you want to do is you want to come through the Upper Cathedral Ward. There's a section with all of these werewolves, and basically if you find everything there, you'll get the keys to progress through. And then on the bottom level of that Cathedral Ward area where the werewolves charged you, there's a door. You use a key to open the door, and then you get to this spot right here. Now, the fight will start as soon as we enter it. This is basically a gimmick fight. It's pretty much a bunch of those little kind of like jellyfish slash mushroom men, and one of them is going to be the actual like Celestial Emissary, and you need to bash him a whole bunch. Now, the way to know is that he'll kind of be watching you instead of attacking you. All the other dudes are going to be attacking you. The one that you want to be hitting will just kind of be like, you know, not being aggressive. Then when you get him to 50% HP, he's going to grow very large and deal some attacks. And then when you get him really low, he's going to also turn into one of those tentacled versions that shoot the arcane stuff. So any sort of arcane blocking equipment is going to be helpful here. Also, because this is a gimmick fight, I don't mind using bolt or fire. I think both are strong. I'm going to go for bolt here, just so we can kind of whack him because, again, you're just basically dealing damage to one enemy that keeps growing larger and larger pretty much. So usually I don't use consumables, but for gimmick-type fights, I don't really mind all that much. So, here we go, the Celestial Emissary. I'm going to go ahead and pop a bolt paper, and we're looking for the one that is not charging me, which I'm betting it's this guy in the back, so let's go ahead and heal. So which guy? I think it's this guy on the left right here. So check this guy out. 1, 2, yep, and then look at his HP. So that's the guy we're looking for, and once we get him to 50% HP, then he will transform. So that's almost close here. Bam, bam. Now here he goes. We're going to back up away. He's going to go grow extremely large, and now he's just going to do a whole bunch of like slam attacks and thwack attacks. So we're going to be careful here, and we just want to land an attack when we can. So let's get rid of these little ads. Because we have so much damage, it's a lot easier to get rid of the ads than it typically is. Okay, but as you can see, it's very easy to get hit by him too. So we'll let him slam down. Now he's going to transform into the final version here. So this version has all of the arcane attacks. So if we watch him here, he's going to continue to do his normal slams. But he should also do some arcane attacks, which I'm trying... Oh my god. Which I'm trying to show off here. So right here, he's going to summon some Eldritch Stars. You can use the pillars, of course, to avoid it, if you so wish. But as you can see, I mean, nothing really too crazy to write home about, especially if you're using bolt paper and the like. Any sort of big weapon like what we're using here will also get rid of the ads quite a bit. But you don't have to focus on the ads. You can just focus on the big boy, if you so wish, because he's the only one that really matters. So there we go. We got rid of the ads, and I'm going to look for an opportunity to go in. We're going to let him do his thing. Big old swipe attack. All right, and down he goes. Prey slaughtered. Down goes the Celestial Emissary. So yeah, like I said, a gimmick fight. We have a maxed out weapon here, so we might be a little overtuned, but the mechanics of the fight stay the same. Pretty much look for the guy that's not aggressive, attack him, get him to 50% HP. He grows large, then he'll just do very large swing attacks. You want to be patient. You kind of want to circle the columns, get in hits when you can. Any sort of AoE or big widespread attacks like that is going to take out the ads. And then when he gets really low, he turns into the arcane version and will just shoot you with magics. So again, just use these two central columns to kind of keep circling and get in hits when you can. Just be patient, and that's all the fight is. Hope you found this guide helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Okay. That was easy. Thanks for the sub, by the way, if you in the chat. Celestial Emissaries ain't nothing. Yeah, those guys are a bit of a joke. Bit of a joke. Which was kind of one of my, like, that was my big thing with Bloodborne, was that was the one big negative, was that there's a lot of, like, weaker gimmick bosses like that. Honestly, now, I still think that's true, but the game is so good at its core, I guess I don't really mind it as much as I used to. But it is weird how many just, like, weird gimmick fights like this there are. There's one exactly like this in the DLC as well. And then you got the Witch of Hemwick. You've got Mikalash. You've got this one. But then you've got, like, some of the best fights in the entire series, too. It's so odd. Okay, let's, I think we just, oh, we gotta roll through that. That's right. Return to the Hunter's Dream. Let's do that. Hopefully we can get this other boss guided, too. That'll be a good stopping point if we do. However, this other one is very much a real boss fight. Very difficult. I don't think we got any new blood gems, right? I think we have the same ones here. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, pa, pa, pa. And we still have no blood rock. So we can't fortify weapons, I don't believe. We still need a blood rock, which we'll get from beating the final boss. We did get one of these, didn't we? Arcane Lake, this one. Damage reduction. No, we got this one. All damage reduction plus 4%. Honestly, just don't know if 4% would even matter. 4% seems just like a small amount. Then we should level up and we should spend the rest of the blood echoes on blood vials.
Welcome home. What is... Very well, let me...
Okay, vitality up to 5. 35.
Farewell.
Bye! Then we're going to go over here, purchase items, blood vials. I'm actually astounded at how many of these we've had to buy. How many of those we've had to buy. Okay, then it is you. You. Graveyard of the Dark Beast. It's the Lumen Flower Gardens. Is what we're looking for there. Now, let's look up this boss. And see if there's any major tips I'm not knowing about this boss. Oh, hi. Ba, pa, pee, pa. Attacking from the sides or behind is challenging due to her fast turn speed and wide sweeping attacks. However, you can get stuck between her two tails, which offers some safety from her attacks. Her wide moveset and unpredictability makes repetitive strategies ineffective. Yep, sounds about right. I remember that being the thing. Hello. Targeting her chest is a good approach, as her attacks are more telegraphed there. And some may even miss if you're close enough. Learn how many hits you can safely land before dodging away. Stay close also reduces the chance of her using a charge attack. While she performs a belly slam, it's a great opportunity to deal significant damage. Her laser beam can be avoided by running in a large circle around her. Her head is her weak point and takes bonus damage. Using the cannon to hit her head will cause her to drop down, allowing for a visceral attack. Charge a follow-up attack with a long weapon. She won't recover in time, giving you a chance for a visceral. Alternatively, use a charge attack with a burial blade for the same effect. If you don't have the cannon, you can still bait certain attacks to lower her head, but this is risky. She may counter with a charge attack, which is hard to dodge and deals heavy damage. Best approach is to dodge her attacks and stay behind her to the side. Then hit her. Use a weapon infused with bolt paper. Like most kin, she is weak to thrust damage, which is especially effective when combined with bolt paper. Okay, so she's got a head slam, slams her head down in front of her if the player is at close range. She's got a grab, grabs the player, shoves them into her mouth, inducing frenzy. This attack can one-hit KO if the player's health is less than 1,000. Which I got to assume ours is. She's got Tentacle Swing. Swings either her right or left tentacle at the player. She can do a flurry of attacks if the player is close enough. She's got charge. At close, mid, or far range, she'll perform a charge attack that does massive damage, signaled by her head backing up slightly. One of her hardest hitting moves. Every charge attack in every Soulsborne game is always like the worst thing ever. Retreat flies backwards or to the sides to gain distance, may cause damage if close when taking off or landing. Flying head slam if the player is in mid-range, then she will fly into the air a bit and do a head slam at the player. Body slam. A bride smashes her whole body towards the player. Blood spit. Spits blood at the player, causing damage and inducing frenzy. Call from beyond calls forth a cloud of stars above her head before firing off 3 bursts of arcane missiles at her target, dealing massive damage even if only a couple hit. Damage aura. Breedis casts an aura around herself that makes the player take constant damage while at close range. This can be cast when her HP approaches 50%. The aura also damages her, though not quickly enough to matter much. Unless she is already near death. What the hell? Did not know that. That's interesting. Okay. What's up, Sarah? Welcome in. What's up, Nathan? Found your channel through the old Fallout series you made when I was 9. Love to see you're still kicking ass. Courier. Anyways, proceed to further ass kicking. We will be doing some ass kicking here, hopefully. This boss is a challenge, especially with a slow weapon, I feel like. But thanks for watching and welcome in. Damien of Mensis. Okay. So, here we go. This will probably take some practice. Altar of Despair. Good old noodle face. Hey girl, what you doing? How's it going? You mind if I tap that? Oh my god, I forgot that's where her face was. Okay. Oh, there's the charge. Alright, so that's the charge. Big old swipe. Big old swipe. Big old swipe. That's one thing that I'm never like a huge fan of in Soulsborne games is that if you're doing, what's it called, counter damage, so basically if you're in the middle of a roll or running or jumping or attacking, like you're doing an action and then you get hit, you get extra damage because you're like doing a thing. Same thing goes for the enemies. I was never really a fan of that because, I don't know, like a lot of the time you're just trying to dodge and then because you're trying to dodge, you're just killed. Like our health might be a little low right now for this fight, but still, to like kill me in literally one hit. Just kind of crazy if you ask me. But alright. That didn't last too long. Yeah, pa, 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 pa. Let's try that again. Okay. That's punishable. Yeah, that's the big punish attack right there. That's the Jesus Christ. I don't know what it is with FromSoft and charge attacks being nigh impossible to dodge. Okay, head slam is what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Absolutely. Man, that charge attack. Ooh, boy. And the tentacle swipe's so large. Swipe. Swipe. Slam. See, how much damage the Evelyn does. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to dodge that charge attack. That's really the brutal one. So Evelyn does a good amount of damage. I don't know if it does stagger or whatever to her. Ba-ba-ba. Head slam, that's what we want to see. Yep, there's the visceral. Beautiful. Yeah! Yeah, I gotta figure out the charge attack mainly here. Okay, there's the fly. There's the blood swipe, no big deal. Okay, that was a good dodge there. The charge. Okay, blood swipe, just dodge it. Head slam, that's what we want to see. Okay, a couple of hits there. I think right here we want to shoot her. Here's Call from Beyond. Ooh. What the hell? Why did you jump? Flying swoop and a slam. Okay, so 3 rolls, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. That's how you do that. Okay, rush in here. Head slam. Bam. Bam. Back up. Punish that. The grab. That charge attack. Jesus. Okay, Call from Beyond. Roll. 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 Flying swoop. And the head slam. Into me dying. Okay, so that was pretty good. That was pretty good. But yeah, what's the deal with the charge attack? If she charges you when you are close range, there's very little to do but stay still and take the hit from her head to avoid getting one-shotted. If you try to dodge or walk to her sides, you always will get hit by her tentacles. If you're pretty far away and she charges, just dodge straight away from her or slightly to your left so that her charge can't reach you. Most difficult range is the medium range. It's the best places if you want to attack her. There are rare occasions where the player can dodge left or right to completely avoid the charge, but spotting these situations is very difficult. Try to dodge the charge to learn how to identify the attack very early. Walk straight away south from her with no target lock, and just before her charging head touches you to dodge roll southwest. Okay. All right. Yeah, so ultimately it's that charge attack that's really kind of the issue here. I guess we'll practice her like 1 or 2 more times. I mean, we could definitely just kill her, but I want it to be more clean, as usual. So let's run over here. Hopefully these guys don't fall on top of me. So I guess we just stay kind of close and then always try to bait out the charge attack. That way we can punish her if she does it. Okay, let's give it another shot here. Let's go. Okay, head slam. That's what we love to see. Head slam. it is. R2 here as well, and then Visceral. Yeah, nice. Nice. Oh, come on. How did that not hit him? Oh my god. Oh, come on. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Just kill me now, baby. I think we got it. Just kill me now, baby. I think we got it. Can you please kill me? I'd like to die, so please kill me now. Slap me in the face, that's how I want it to go. Man, I know I can kill you, but I don't want to. Hit me, come on. Come on. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to guide Britis, Daughter of the Cosmos, one of the most epic names ever. Give me a second, folks. I shall return to you soon. 1, 2, 3, feet. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to another boss guide for Bloodborne in 2026, ladies and gentlemen. This is Abritis, Daughter of the Cosmos. Basically, from the last boss, the Celestial Emissary, you want to roll through this window here. Someone out there's mind is going to be blown and go, what? You can roll through that window? Oh, yeah. Make sure to get the Call from Beyond. Is that what it is here? And then we need to go down this elevator. There are two little blue dudes over here. Keep that in mind. They can follow you into the elevator, so if you're being patient, just make sure... Oh, my God. Make sure to take them out, or they can kind of ruin things. Pro tip is when you go down this elevator, re-step on the elevator. You're probably going to need multiple tries for this because she is very difficult. So we're going to let the elevator fall. Then we're going to roll on it again to restart it. Also, you can summon Damien of Mensis. I have no idea what he does or if he's good. I don't really use summons ever in these games, but you can do it if you so wish. Now, as far as our build, we're using a maxed out Whirligigsaw plus 10, which honestly, you really want to fight this thing with a maxed out weapon. I do definitely recommend that. And then also an Evelyn, which actually could come in handy here, plus 9 Evelyn, because it's a decently powerful weapon. We don't have Blood Tinge, so it doesn't do amazing damage, but you can shoot her in the face a lot of the time, and it might even help with stagger. I think it does. I'm not sure. And then here's our stats as well. Level 80. You want to come to this boss near the end of the game. I'm keeping her last before the final part of the game because she's actually really difficult. My strategy here, you can get in and just go ham with her, but my strategy is to kind of just watch her and look for her head to go down. Kind of like the amygdala, and deal as much damage to the head as I can, because she'll stagger, and it's just a good way to go. Also, she has a charge attack, much like everything else in Soulsborne games that have charge attacks. They're so annoying to deal with because they come out instantly. They deal massive damage. If you're dodging or running or anything like that, you're going to take even extra damage because you're in an action. So basically, you'll see what I do is I kind of keep her at a distance, roll her stuff, and then wait for her to head slam or kind of like tentacle go crazy and then put her head down, and then I go in there. So it's a bit of a slower fight, but it's a lot more consistent than trying to go overly aggressive and just constantly getting hit and comboed. So the main thing I'm going to be looking out for is her charge, because that is the thing that will destroy you here. Also, when you get her to a certain amount of HP, she's going to do a Call from Beyond, and basically all you want to do is roll the first volley, roll the second volley, roll the third volley. And that's just about that. So I think she's also weak to Bolt, so you can use Bolt if you want. This is a normal type of boss fight, so I'm not going to use it. And yeah, we'll give it a shot and subscribe for more. Let's go. All right, Abritis, Daughter of the Cosmos. So yeah, she's a little scary, but nothing too crazy if you know what you're looking for. We're just going to watch for that charge attack, and when she's slowly walking over to me, I can shoot her just like that. You can deal some damage that way, especially if you have Blood Tinge. Another major tip, do not get too close to the edges of the map. You will get stuck, and it is a nightmare. So this right here, you want to look for that. We're going to immediately hit her in the head. You ideally want to go for 2 attacks there. We only were able to get 1, but that's fine. Going to shoot her here as she slowly walks towards me. Or not. I don't know why that didn't shoot. That was so weird. And I got hit into the charge attack. I like literally pressed L2 and he didn't shoot. I don't know what that was. Anyways, all right. So we're going to keep her at a distance. There's the charge. So that's what you got to watch out for. You can get 1 hit on her there. Keep in mind she is going to attack you right after, though. We're just going to dodge the normal swipes as well. What are you doing emoting? Oh, my God. Okay, what the hell? What the hell is going on here, man? All right, anyways, it worked out because she head slammed, which is when you want to punish her. So right here again, head slam. R2, there's the visceral. I'm going to charge in R2, bam, and then I'm going to go for the visceral. Look how much damage we did there. Whenever a visceral triggers, you want to deal as much damage as you can before you visceral. Now here she goes. She's going to go into the second phase. She'll also deal an aura damage now, by the way. So there's the charge. Going to hit her with an R2 to follow up. We're going to back up now. Okay. So she spits out blood in a line. If you're too far away, you won't get hit by it anyways. No big deal. And now she's going to go for a grab very slow. I'm going to shoot her in the face here. Nope, didn't work. She also does kind of an AoE blood attack too. And then, again, as long as we're not close to her, she's not going to hit me with that blood, which will frenzy you, by the way. Right there, we want to go in. Nice. Okay, whenever she lowers her head. AoE blood. AoE blood again. I'm going to try to shoot her here. It's just the animation. Okay, here we go. Call from beyond. So, roll. Roll. Oh, boy. Roll. Yep, she followed up with a charge. Okay. Sometimes she'll follow that up with a charge, so you got to be careful about that. All right, blood. Blood. I need to get more into the center of the arena here because I don't want to be... What is even happening right now with the camera? Oh, my God. All right. Anyways, head slam. So go in. Bam, R2. Could have gone for another hit there, but got a little scared. Okay, head slam again. So run in. Got her. Nice. Okay, back up. You can see I'm just keeping her at a distance. All right, call from beyond. Oh, my God. Okay, roll, roll, roll. So many weird things. This game knows when I'm guiding, I swear. Oh, my God. Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ. Everything goes so well, I swear to God. It just feels like a thing where it's like, oh, he's guiding now? Okay, just crazy shit happening constantly. Just all sorts of nonsense. Oh, that fight was going so well. Ugh. And then just like one just odd thing happens, and it just like the whole fight gets thrown out of whack. Man, oh man. It's no big deal. I don't mind losing, but it's just like when the rest of the fight goes so well, and we have some really quality commentary there showing all the moves. That's what sucks, to lose, you know? But it is what it is. No big deal. All right, let's try this again. You call from beyonding? Dude. Are you really call from beyonding? Seriously? Seriously? Is that an optional boss? I can't remember. Yes, this whole area is optional, yep. What's up, Hurts? What's up, Ring? Especially the emote and the dodge. God, that was... words cannot describe how much I hate that they tied emotes into motion controls in an action moment-to-moment game. Like, what? Baffling. All right, here we go again. Take 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here is Abritis, Daughter of the Cosmos. As I said, we're basically going to keep her at a distance. Just watch what she does. We want to punish whenever she puts her head down. If she slowly walks towards you, you can shoot her in the face just like this. A little bit of damage. Here's the head slam. Bam. So immediately run in. Try to get 2 hits off. I think we got 1 there. Roll that. Gonna back up a little bit. Another huge tip here. Make sure you don't get too close to the edge of one side of the room or another. If you do, you're going to be in for a really bad time. So if she starts to push you too close to one side of the room, immediately start getting around her. Trust me, it's going to be better in the long run. Oh, God, okay, there's the charge right there. Was not ready for that. So let's heal up a little bit. Yeah, that charge is really the only thing that makes this kind of, like, scary. Everything else is relatively doable, not a big deal. It's really just the charge attack that she can weave in and out that really makes this a pain. So you can see kind of keeping her at a distance here, just watching to see what she does right there. So I knew her head was going to be down, so I'm going to go in for a couple of attacks. Fortunately, that second one missed. Oh, right into the charge. Yep. So that's why I'm trying to keep her at a distance here, because I don't want to deal with that charge when I'm right next to her. Okay, so hold on. Let's recoup here. And now just try to bait out attacks. There's the charge. You can see I even tried to dodge it at the last second, but the hitbox is so insane. Again, that's kind of the only reason that this fight does not become manageable. Okay, head slam, walking in, R2. There's the visceral. So backing up, R1. So ideally what I would have done there is I would have dealt a free hit of damage before I triggered the visceral, but it kind of just ended up triggering the visceral anyways. So just be ready for that visceral. When you hit her in the head, it's going to trigger a lot of the time. Okay. So AoE vomit, we're just going to stay away from that. Going to shoot her once with the Evelyn. There's the charge. Oh my God, I'm always like in the middle of something when she does it every time, which again is kind of the challenge here. Okay, so there's a very slow grab. Again, if you're doing my strategy here of keeping her at a distance, you don't really have to worry. She's going to fly, so I'm going to shoot her in the face with the Evelyn. Go back to this. There's the charge. Every time I'm literally doing an action, she does it. My God. So this is take 2 of this fight. The first take was actually amazing. Like, everything was working out perfectly, but then she just kind of comboed me at the end. Okay, here's the head slam. R2. R1. Nice. All right, back up. And now she's entering phase 2. So in phase 2, she'll do an AoE aura that will damage you, and then also she will do a call from beyond as well. So you got to be ready for it. Bam. Nice hit. No! You piece of shit! My God! Yeah, she is literally doing that every time at the worst possible moment for me. All right, so here it is again. Finally, we got the dodge on that. Okay, she's going to slam down, so I'm running in to hit her in the head. Bam. Beautiful. All right, so there's the charge again. Man, she is literally just perfectly timed. All right, so now she's doing call from beyond. So I need to roll, and then roll. And right. Okay. All right. This has gotten so out of hand. All right, we're going to roll that. Man, oh man. I swear, when I'm guiding this game, they just pull out all the stops. Okay, so this is getting to the point where it's getting a bit messy, and I kind of want to redo the take and kind of like redo the fight. However, I think I'm going to stick with it. If it gets too insanely gross after this, we'll probably make it a little bit cleaner. But yeah, she is being horrible here. All right, so roll, and roll. Now she's going to slam her head, so I'm going to dodge into it, and she's going right into more attacks. All right, hit her with an R1. Beautiful. We're backing up again because I cannot get hit by that charge. That charge is causing us all this issue here. Roll back. Bam. All right, another head slam, and bam. Unfortunately, just missed it. She's going to go for a grab here, but that's fine. You can see how slow it is. So let's get back towards the center. Okay, blood AoE, no big deal. Watching what she does, just looking for that charge, man. That charge is the only thing I'm really worried about. So slam down, running in, hitting her in the head, bam. Okay, here comes the call from beyond again. So roll the rocks, man. Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to back up. All right, hit her in the head. Boom. There seriously is something, whenever I hit that record button, that just turns everything into the hardest thing imaginable. Okay, let's focus up here, though. All right, blood straight forward. We're too far away. She's not going to hit me with it. Blood in an AoE circle. All right, here comes the charge. Head slam number 1. Head slam number... Oh, she's going right into a call from beyond. So roll. Oh, God. Yeah, she is putting me through my paces, man. She does not want me... She does not want me to make this happen. Okay, we got tagged by the blood there. That would have been a perfect time to go in right there. So I'm going to pop a sedative because my frenzy meter is increasing. All right, hit her here. Okay, back up. Okay, if she slams down, that's going to be great for us here. Doesn't slam down. Okay, call from beyond. So I'm watching up top. And roll. And she's going right into a head slam. Jesus Christ, can you chill? My God. I accidentally turned on very hard difficulty here. All right, let's heal up. Okay, comes in, head slam. Bam, too far. Hit her once. Down she goes. Holy freaking God. It's crazy because basically, like, when I'm practicing these bosses to make the guides, they are so much more chill, it's not even funny. And I swear to you, as soon as I hit start recording, they go insane. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong. I start to get trapped on the rocks, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, all that to say, that was a much more aggressive fight than I think you're going to experience most of the time. It's just insanity what was happening there. Okay, so, again... yeah, you want to stay near the center because if you get too close to the walls, as you can see, the camera can just go wonky and kill you, and then also she's just going to back you up and destroy you. My strategy is, like I said, when she slams her tentacles, her head goes down, run in, get 1 or 2 hits. When she does the head slam itself, run in, get 2 hits. Notice in the second phase, she can do it twice, so you got to be careful. You can get 1 hit, back up, get another hit. That charge, as you saw, she was doing it every single time I did anything. If I shot her in the face, she charged. If I hit her, she charged. So you got to be ready because I think that was really, really, really bad there in terms of like her just choosing to do that at the worst possible times. And that's really the only reason that I used so much heals in the early game. was because she just kept deciding to do that charge. So if you are at medium to long range, keep in mind, you can roll at the last second and hopefully get a hit in. If you're close, you're just screwed. You're going to get hit by the charge. There's not really anything that you can do. Maybe if you do the God dodge at the last possible second. But yeah, the call from above, we were getting clipped there too, because the problem is in the second phase, she can call from beyond, and then she can immediately fly at you and slam. So not only are you dodging the call from beyond, now you're dodging the slam as well. So if that happens, that really sucks, and that happened like 2 to 3 times this fight. But ideally, when the call from beyond comes out, you're looking at it, and you're rolling once, then again, then again. Not too bad, but this particular fight, man, she just made it extremely difficult. So outside of that, yeah, you're just hitting her head whenever you possibly can. Now, there is an alternate strategy where you can rush in there and constantly deal damage if you have something like the Saw Cleaver or the Blades of Mercy. I'm using a much heavier weapon, so just not really viable. So I think it's better to just kind of stay away, wait for her to put her head down, and then go for the amygdala route. But keep in mind, if you do have a ton of damage with like the Blades of Mercy or the Saw Cleaver and some Bolt Paper, you can just destroy her if you're kind of getting lucky by not getting hit and just constantly attacking her. You can shred her down very quickly. So there's another strategy as well. And finally, make sure to have sedatives if you can, because if you get tagged by the blood attacks or like her AoE stuff, it's good to have a sedative to stop the frenzy from building. So yeah, just a fight where, man, I feel like I accidentally triggered very hard mode or something, because honestly, it's normally not that bad. But hope this guide helped. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Holy freaking crap. My God, dude. It's genuinely how crazy that feels. Like, we're just practicing, everything's all good. I mean, granted, I am talking and commentating, but it just feels like things get ramped up so quickly out of nowhere, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys see the same thing I'm seeing, because I feel like when we're sitting there, we're practicing the boss, like, whatever, okay, it does the things, okay, the charge comes out, we might get clipped, but then I feel like as soon as I hit that guide starting button, just the most insane stuff happens. Like, we'll get pushed up against the wall, and the camera will just go, and I'm like, wait, what? Anyways, I wanted that to be cleaner, but I think we got the point across throughout it. So, GG. Thanks for the good luck, Gavin. Aura farming. You can't roll into the charge. As far as I know, the charge is very much like all the other bad charges in every other game, like Osiris's charge. It's like, if you're close to it, I think you're just getting hit. And the thing is, if you try to dodge it, now you're taking counter damage on top of that. So now you're basically just going to die. It might be possible. I don't know. But to me, it seems like I said, you kind of want to keep her medium to far distance and then roll it that way. You're just way likelier to be able to roll it. Yeah, I didn't try. Maybe if she does charge you, you can roll through it. I don't think so. I think if you do that, you're just going to get hit. And then you're now in the action of rolling, so now you're just going to die too. So, yeah, I don't know. We're going to offer the flesh to the altar, by the way. There's a raw and the vacuous spider thing there. Time flows in reverse for this scrap of flesh. So that actually revives Annalise, the Vile Blood Queen. So now you can go do her thing still. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to like do confirmation, but by the way, we only got 40k blood echoes from that. What the hell? I don't want to do confirmation bias. Like, I don't want to influence you guys with what I'm saying, but I'm just like, holy shit! It just feels so much harder when I'm guiding it. Anyways, okay. So there's that. How much time are we at? About a 2-hour stream. We honestly could probably do the next boss too. The next boss is really not that bad once you know what to look for. But I am also hungry, and I would like to start cooking breakfast, honestly. We are, like, literally at that boss. Maybe we could just try it? Yeah, we could at least try it and see how it looks. Okay, so let's repair that. A British daughter of the cosmos. Do we have anything else? Guess that's it, right? I guess we just buy blood vials. Yo,
Welcome. What is... Very well. Let me...
Strength. Damage goes up by quite a bit. Yeah, do that.
Farewell, good...
Bye! God, 3 blood vials, really? Alright, let's look up list of Bloodborne bosses. Oh, shoot, I just realized we have to do the DLC. I always forget this. You have to do the DLC before the final boss. Oh, shit. DLC is so hard. I forgot about that. Okay, so... Yep. We have every boss killed in the game. The only one is... Wait, you don't have to do the DLC now, right? When is your last chance to access the DLC in Bloodborne? So you can fight the next boss and then still go to the DLC, right? I mean, I'm sure you can. Let me just double check. Yeah, the final boss goes straight. Yeah, so we have to. You can beat Murgo's Wet Nurse and still do the DLC before the final 2 bosses. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so in that case, yeah, let's give it a shot. I don't know if we're going to guide her. She honestly is easier than a Breedis, so it wouldn't be that bad. Murgo's Loft. What's the closest to get to her? It would be Murgo's Loft base, right? Or can you get to her from Murgo's Loft middle? I don't actually know. Yeah, she is easier. I don't think there's any, like, major bad stuff with her, especially if you know what to do during the nightmare portion of her fight. We could just bang it out, but like I said, I'm gonna start cooking breakfast, man. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Which one is it? This one? Oh, that's right, because there's 2 elevators. Thanks for chilling a bit longer. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of just depends on what I got going on the day. If I can do a longer or shorter stream. Today I got to make some breakfast and then do some voice acting stuff. If my schedule was cleared, I probably would at least start the DLC. But like I said, currently, we're going to try to stick with the schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. 2 p.m. Mountain Time starting time. But that'll just depend on, like I said. Like, for instance, tomorrow, Wednesday, we've got something just about at that time. So it's just going to be touch and go until we can stick to a solidified schedule. How do I get to Murgo? I'm forgetting. Oh, it's this elevator right here, isn't it? This is where we want to be. Yes, yes. Okay. Why do I feel like there's a chest in here too? Isn't there? Okay, I forget if this goes right into the fight, so let me go ahead and read up on her just to make sure I'm not missing any little tips or tricks. Murgo's Wet Nurse. When health drops below 70%, phase 2 initiates, but only becomes more aggressive during the Nightmare Veil. Do not fear her flurry attack when she swings all of her blades. It may seem intimidating, but if you can run around to her back, she can only hit you a couple of times. Yep. Yeah, that's the big punish. At an unknown trigger, the nurse will create a purple fog that engulfs the area. A clone will appear and perform an attack every time the real nurse attacks. After about a minute, this fog will dissipate, as will the clone. During the fog, the clone will warp around the arena, typically behind the player, in an attempt to catch the player off guard, while the original uses a variety of leaping and long-range attacks, where her arms extend to extreme length. During this part of the fight, the boss's back is often left wide open, providing opportunities to deal massive damage. The clone can be destroyed by just a single attack. If you're using a fast weapon, you can destroy it before it can attack and go back to the real nurse to get an easy damage. When the purple fog appears, lock onto the original nurse and evade counterclockwise. She will always teleport to the player's left side and won't be able to keep up. During subsequent fog phases, both the nurse and the clone will teleport to the player's right as they run counterclockwise. Strategy works perfectly, though, with the occasional jump roll added when moving. Possible to prevent the purple fog if you can stagger her while she's casting it. Oh. Possible to prevent the purple fog by dodging it as it registers as an AoE attack? What? Oh, that's weird. Evade toward her left side to avoid many of her attacks, and getting to her backside guarantees safety from most of her attacks. Poison knives are good. Molotovs and oil urns could be good. The arcane weapon buff is good. Using the tiny music box during this fight will cause the wet nurse to sidestep? What the hell? Odd. Weak to bolt, which makes sense because she's a flying type. Extremely weak to rapid poison. So flying lunge, long slashing attack with all blades, spinning attack, that's the bad one, that can kill you instantly. Lunge attack, blade slam, arm stretch, nightmare veil, phase 2. Summons a clone that attacks from beside you at regular intervals. Yeah. Pretty standard stuff. But let's give her a shot. You can dodge when she activates the purple stuff. That's crazy. Because it's not really an attack, but like you can dodge it and then just not trigger it. That is bizarre. All right, here we go. This cutscene is so cool too. I see you are a fan of anime as well. Okay, let's go, big bird. We'll sidestep. That's a big old twirl. We're going to run in and hit her here. Here's the big old slash. You want to get around her. And attack if you can. Whoa! Jeff Stewart, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. That came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, thank you. Jeff. My name's Jeff. Yo, thanks so much for the 5 gifted memberships. We do have some early videos in the tank right now for any members, so if you did get hit with a membership, check them out if you so wish. Emotes. There's like 5 or 6 different perks. Main one is the early videos, though. Alright, so typically okay, this is a pretty slow fight thus far. Let's try to get behind her here. Now, I wonder if, yeah, when she does the purple thing, I want to see if I can stagger her out of it. I've never done that before. Oh my god, she's just spamming this. Okay, when's she doing the purple? So right here. Oh, she's still not doing it? Wow. What are you doing? Okay, big old slash. Big old swipe. Are you gonna do some? Okay, right here, right? Yeah, okay. So she's gonna do that, and now she's gonna have this one pop out, so we just want to walk around the thing. Just like this, no big deal. What's up, Spirit? Welcome in. So apparently you can, like, deal damage to this, and it'll make something happen, but you can also just walk around it. Maybe we can get a hit on it. So, like, right here. So that dissipates the clone, and then it doesn't... No, but it still attacks. Okay, so whatever. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, she's pretty easy. Not really too much going on here. Lunge. It's really only that spin that causes issues. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Hi-ya! I don't even want to heal because we're probably just good here. Big old swipe. Shoot her in the face here. Brah! 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 Okay, anything else? Anything else? Popping in at my break at work. Hope your work is going well. Thank you again, Jeff Stewart 821 for the 5 gifted Grohlvana memberships, landing on Freddie Raven or Freddie R2X9N, Leo Cooper MMA, Frankie Donuts. Hey, it's Frankie Donuts. Hey, Frankie Donuts, get out of here. Oh. And Con Nguyen WS4NL and Raid 623. You just got gifted a membership. Check out the early videos if you so wish. Pretty freaking sweet. Yeah, it's like a baby's lullaby. You might not be able to hear it because this thing is the baby's like wet nurse that you need to kill to stop the nightmare. So it's just playing a baby's lullaby. I actually really love it. It's very atmospheric. Struggled on this day 1. I struggled with this early, but this is one of those where I think if you play it a lot, like you kind of get how to do it, you know? All right, well. Yeah, that's totally doable. We should just guide it. Bye! I'll see you in a second. Goodbye. Okay, so because of that sub-bomb, I don't know if we're going to do a beam for every sub-bomb, but we'll do it here. We'll rapid fire them. Thanks again for that sub-bomb. Yeah, let's rapid fire these. So that's going to be, I think, Peach/Barf. We've so far had good luck today, so I think our luck is about to run out. So this is going to taste like Peach or Barf. And I guarantee you, our number is up, so it's going to be Barf. Yep. Oh, God. I really can't stand that. I really can't stand that. That is so foul, dude. It's even in my breath. That is so foul. That is what it tastes cheesy and it tastes like barf. And I knew it was going to be citric acidy because of the barf. That is so nasty. It tastes like citric acid with cheese. Disgusting. What's up, Low Country Grace? What's up, Mr. Nailhead? Welcome in. I mean, we have these. We bought them for Maverett, so we might as well do it. So, I don't know if I'm going to do... What's up, Polly the Noob? Yo, it's Polly the Noob. Hey! Hey, Frankie Donuts. You ever meet Polly the Noob? I don't know if we're going to do, like, 5 of these every sub-bomb, because, honestly, if they're all disgusting, it's really bad, but we'll do it for this one at least. All right, number 2 out of 5. Let's go. No, oh, God. That's more on strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. Yo, what's up, Jeff? Been loving watching you for years. Much respect on the barf beans. Well, it's only going to get worse. Thanks for watching. I don't even know if I have... This one was bad. We had this one yesterday, and it was terrible, dude. Yep, it's this one. It's the yellow and pink one. All right, if this is dead fish... Please. We had the dead fish yesterday. It was genuinely horrible. What even is that? What the f... That might be a botched bean. What is that? I think that's a botched bean. It's like in the middle. Wait, is it wet? I have never experienced that before. That's like in the middle. It was peppery, but it was also sweet and somewhat pleasant. Not good, because it's weird. I'm confused as hell. That should have been strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish, I do believe. The only other thing that would be close would be top banana or wet dog. I can't even tell you. It's like peppery, but otherwise it tastes like a normal jelly bean. What was that? I have no idea. I genuinely don't even know. Botched bean. Cooking a grilled cheese. Well, hopefully we get good ones from here on out. We got 3 more. Let's see what we get. Why always the barf? No, that one was on old bandage. So let's switch it again here. Come on, man. Come on, man. Peach or barf. Okay, that was flat out on peach or barf. I'll mix these beans around real quick. All right, come on. Come on. If it's peach, it's going to taste delightful. The jelly beans that are good taste so good. Yeah, it's definitely peach. It's very subtle, though. Dude, these beans are bad. Something's off. Like, it tastes more like peach, but it also tastes kind of weird, too. These have like a shelf date? I never would have thought that. The last 2 have honestly been like right in the middle. I really can't even tell. It's like somewhat pleasant, but also somewhat bad. Yeah, there's in a lot of Asian countries. I think like Chinese cuisine and also Japanese and maybe even Korean. Yeah, there's a lot of like really horrendous eat fish while they're still alive, or like boil them in their own acids, or like there's a lot of really horrific dishes I have seen. Which, respect to the cultures, I guess, but also that's just kind of horrible. Like dancing shrimps or whatever, where you're like boiling them in alcohol or something. They are old beans, but... Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm missing some chat because I was looking at the other chat. Because we are live streaming on Twitch, too. They are old, but so far they've been fine, except for those last 2. So I don't really know. I don't really know, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really know. What's up, Willow Fable? Welcome in. Things are going super well. Just a lot of voice acting stuff, basically. Dipping my toes back into streaming. But yeah. Aren't all the fish we eat normally dead? True. True. Throw some mystery beans in there. My beans! My beans have turned! They turned the beans against me! We absolutely hope you've been well, Willow. Okay, 2 more to go. Let's see if we get normal beans. I need to get a flavor. It keeps, like, landing in the same spot. I need it to land somewhere where we haven't seen... Yeah, see, again. Juicy pear or booger. All right. Juicy pear or booger. Yeah. Actually, this one's not bad, though. The booger, honestly, is one of the most benign ones. It honestly just tastes like fresh cut grass. I think they straight up use the grass ones and like repurpose them for booger. If you get your head out of the booger element, it's really not bad. I don't even mind it. That's perfectly fine. All right, 1 more to go. 1 more to go. Come on. Come on. Bro. Big. It does not want to do it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please no. Cappuccino or liver or onions. Can't really see it. Cappuccino or liver or onions. Gotta be the brown one, right? All right. This one's genuinely horrible, too. I remember the onion flavor. It's extremely pronounced, and I hate it. So if you would like to end me on a nice one, that'd be nice. I'd appreciate that. I've been a good boy. Please no liver or onions. It's genuinely horrible. And I'm not a bitch either. I'm like actually tasting it because otherwise there's no point. I could literally just turn off my nose, but That one's not as bad as I remembered. It's still bad because it's a sweet liver and onions. A lot of these would be fine if they weren't sweet. That's really the problem, is that they're sweet on top of being disgusting. And that tastes like piss in my mouth. It kind of has like a urine taste to it. Disgusting. Man, we were having good luck, and I think that was literally like, what, 4 out of 5 or all 5? I don't even know because those middle ones were odd. We were having good luck, and then we just kept getting bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. That is nasty. Really nasty. Disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. The edge of the beans of the shock value when they set you up for an expected flavor. Yeah, I mean, it works. I crunch to extract all the flavor. Yeah, there's that literal moment of just, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? GV likes a good booger. No, but it's not bad compared to the dead fish that we had yesterday was genuinely just awful. Downright awful. End you on a cup of pudding? Hey, I'd appreciate that. Because that would go with that one. Yeah, cappuccino would have been really nice, too. That would have cleared out all that nasty stuff. Has tasted urine? I think so. I'm trying to think like if there's ever been any moment in my entire life where a particle of urine has gotten into my mouth. I don't think so. I know you didn't ask for this dissection, but yeah, I don't believe so. Endless good luck. Well, we just got endless bad luck. So, I mean, how about we meet in the middle? How about we meet in the middle? All the fish taste to GV? Please, no. I hate fish in general, and then you have to add dead and, like, rotting on top of that. No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, what's up, Polly the Noob? Sorry, I'm missing, like, so much stuff. I don't know why. Welcome in, Polly the Noob. Thanks for watching the Liza P stuff. Okay, like I said, we are multi-streaming, so it's going to get a little... I have to remember to check the right chat box, basically. All right, well, I think we can guide one more here. I think this one's relatively easy compared to Macaroni Head. So I think we're good for one more guide. No, you're good. All right, so we're going to guide Murgo's wet nurse. Not actually Murgo, it's Murgo's wet nurse, the nurse that's taking care of the invisible baby. And Murgo herself is also invisible. So I will be with you after this, ladies and gentlemen. God, that burp tasted disgusting, straight up like liver and onions. It tastes very garlicky, I've noticed. Very garlicky. There's a garlic element there. All right, guide time. 1, 2, 3, exit. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to another Bloodborne boss guide. Getting close to the end of the game now. We've got Murgo's wet nurse. Honestly, one of the easier bosses in the long scheme of things. I know people always hate when I say anything is easy in these games. I'm talking as somebody that has played a lot of these games. I'm not talking as somebody that's, like, starting, because it's a difference in mindset. My mind is I've played a lot of these. Your mind might be this is literally your first Soulsborne, and then it's going to be incredibly difficult. But my point is, you know, whenever I call something easy or whatever, I'm saying in comparison to the other things in the game. So... I'll show you the route up to get to Murgo's wet nurse. Also, we are using a fully upgraded Whirligig Saw plus 10. We're also using a almost fully upgraded Evelyn plus 9. Pretty strong build, honestly. A little too strong for this boss in particular. I think we need to go pull this elevator over here. I would say this is maybe a little bit... For reference, we just did the... Abritus, Daughter of the Cosmos boss, and that felt kind of on par, whereas this boss, it feels like maybe we have a little extra damage, but the mechanics still stay the same here. So, yeah, also here are our stats, level 81, with a strength build, and the pizza cutter. So, Murgo's wet nurse, not really bad at all. If you know what you're looking for, and notice I'm only going into this with 3 blood vials too, that's how confident I am that we can do this. If you know what you're looking for, really ultimately not that bad. You basically want to give her some space, because when she does the big spin around and use her blades attack, that could just destroy you if you're dodging out of it. So keep that in mind. And then also there is a nightmare phase where basically she will summon a clone and then keep attacking you for like about a minute straight. And all you want to do is just kind of rotate around the edge of the map, and it's no big deal. Outside of that, you're just looking for when she goes like 100,000 times in front of her, because then you can just get behind her and deal massive damage. And even if you get clipped, which you will, you can just heal it right back because she's not really dealing any damage to you. And that's basically it. She doesn't really have any terrifying, like, oh, this could ruin the run sort of things. Just a lot of slashes. She does kind of a lunge and attack at you, but, I mean, honestly, this is one of those bosses where you can just punish her. Now, apparently, and I don't think I've ever done it, you can stun her out of the nightmare phase if you're dealing enough damage, kind of like Rom when you fight Rom, and you can interrupt Rom out of teleporting. So I've never done it, so I'm not sure how to trigger that. Also, apparently, she's weak to Bolt as well, but I won't be using consumables. Let's get it started in here. Okay, so we're just going to basically watch her. So that's a big old swing. Now, when she does that, I'm going to dash in and hit her just like that. And here come the swings. So this has a massive range. However, if you get behind her like this, you can really punish her here. She will probably clip you, as she's doing here. But if you just keep attacking, you can basically heal up all of the damage that she does. No big deal. All right, so again, we're going to watch her here. She's going to do another spin attack. So we're going to dash in. Whoop! That was the double and the triple. Oh, God, that was terrible. Okay, so I'm going to heal back up twice there. Yeah, she baited me into thinking it was the big spin attack. This right here. Okay, so just one. Yeah, as you can see, she can follow that up. Now, there's the big spin attack. So when she does that, dash in. I don't know how that missed. Wow. Okay, she does it again. Dash in. Ha! Excuse me? Is that a pixel off? My God. All right, so she's already activated the nightmare phase. So what we're going to do, we're going to get to the edge of the map here, and we're just going to basically slowly walk around. Now, there are ways to do this without doing what I'm doing now. You can basically, like, still attack the main version. But I like to just move around until this phase ends. I'm not even sure if she summoned the clone. Typically, there's a clone here. She might have to be a lower HP when she does this, because typically there's a clone here that will attack you. But if you basically just walk around the map like this, the clone spawns in the wall, and it really, honestly, just can't even do that much. So you can basically just walk around. You can choose to deal damage if you want. But I usually just let the phase end, because eventually it is going to go away. And then we're good. Although, yeah, since there's no clone, I definitely will consider just attacking her. Okay, and then it's gone. So once again, let's get closer and see what she does. So big spin attack. Gonna wait. Gonna dodge in and attack her just like that. Back up. She's doing this, so I'm going to try to get behind her. A lot of the time, she'll link this attack back to back to back. So as you can see here, she's doing it 3 times in a row. So time to punish her quite a bit there. Just watching her. There's the big spin. Again, she can follow that up 2 more times, though. Not the big spin, just the spin. Big slam down attack. We can punish her here, just like that. Back up a little bit. Another swipe. Okay, just watching her. 1, 2. She didn't go for the 3rd that time. Okay, big slam down, so going to dash in. Attack her there. Back up. Here comes the flurry, which you always want to see, because the flurry is extremely easy to punish. But unfortunately, she backed up just in time. Okay, when she does that, she's just disappearing and reappearing. So we're just looking around to see where she is. There she is. And dash into that. Hit her once. So a lot of this, as you can see, you're basically just waiting for her to finish, dash in, and attack her. We're going to dash in again. Attack her here. Beautiful. And back up. So there's the big spin attack. That is what you want to avoid at all costs. If you do not avoid that attack, you will take massive damage. I'm going to try to time a jump attack here. Beautiful. Okay, roll. Nice. Okay, going to hit her once again. Now, when she tries to do the nightmare phase again, I am going to try to interrupt her because we've dealt a lot of damage. So spin 1, spin 2. She can do it a 3rd time, so I'm waiting to see. Nope. All right, and roll through that. Attack her again. Beautiful. Okay, and roll through that. R2. How did that miss? Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to try to time a jump attack here. Let's see if she follows it up one more time. Yeah, so jump attack here. Bam! Just like that. All right, she's disappearing again, so I'm looking for where she is. There she is. And I'm going to see if she tries to do the thing. Big spin attack. Dash in. Hit her once. How are those whiffing, man? Dash in. R2. Bam. Okay. And dash in. R2. Bam. Okay, let's get away from her. Okay, so here comes the nightmare. Gonna try to stagger her out of it. Probably not gonna work. No. Alright, so we gotta get away, and now she's definitely gonna summon the clone. Yep. So, basically what you don't want to do is freak out. Just literally walk on the outer edges just like this and react. So right here, I can see her, so I'm just rolling the swipe. Right here, I can see her, so I'm just rolling that. This is all we're doing. Gonna just roll into her. We're not gonna freak out. We're very calm. And I'm just rolling into any attacks that the clone does. Now the camera's caught behind the other one because the game knows that I'm guiding, so it's gonna do some weird stuff. Okay. So, again, just kind of rolling. You can kill the clone in one hit, by the way, but it doesn't really seem to do much because it will just come back, I believe. Okay, dodge towards me. No big deal. We're just running out the clock. Gonna roll that. Okay, gonna roll that. Okay, and we're good. All right. So now, what else you got? What else do you got? Big old swipe. All right, we'll see if she does it 3 times. That's 2. Will she do it a 3rd? Nope. She does the lunge, which, man, I never see that attack. Wow, that's, like, super rare. All right, come on. Let's go. Come on. Okay, disappearing, so we're just looking around until she reappears, and we're going to relock onto her. There she is. All right. Do an attack. Come on. Show the people an attack. Okay, we'll see if she follows it up one more time, then I'm going to time a jumping attack. Yep, and jump attack now. Bam. Beautiful. Okay, roll into that. R1. Bam. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, didn't do the 3rd. So you have to wait for the 3rd to know if I can go in on her or not. Okay, and roll through that. R2. Bam. Big hit. All right, and roll through that. R2. Bam. Okay, let's back up a little bit. So you can shoot her here too, by the way. Does she do it a 3rd time? No 3rd time. Okay. Dash through that. R1. Beautiful. Getting close here. Oh, she's doing the nightmare. Should have hit her here, but oh well. I'm going to hit her twice, but I'm not going to... I'm going to try to go for it. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. I didn't want to sit through that whole thing again. Sitting through that gets really old. Okay. And then the baby Murgo is dying here. You're killing the baby, thus killing the nightmare. That's what's going on here, because you might be wondering, like, what's happening? The baby is deaded. Nightmare slain. All right. And we get the other 1/3 of the umbilical cord. By the way, if you don't know, you need to consume 3 of these. There's 4 in the game. You need to consume 3 of these to get the true ending. Before the end of the game, you have to consume 3 of these, if you did not know. All right, so there you go. That's Murgo's Wet Nurse. Honestly, as far as this game goes, much easier of a boss than a lot of the other stuff. Again, you can kind of just wait, react, wait, react, wait, react. Tons of punishable stuff, and then when she does the nightmare thing, honestly, it needs a buff, because really, like I said, you just kind of walk in the circle and, yeah, wait it out. And you can attack her during that time, too. That's just kind of what I always do, but there you go. Hope this guide helped. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye! God, that liver and onions is, like, literally still in my mouth. Okay. That was pretty good. A little boring and slow, but... pretty good. Pretty good. I seriously cannot get that taste of garlic and liver and onions out of my mouth. Didn't know John Wick went to Yardom hunting werewolves took this long. Or took his dog. Hey, I'm sure there's some role play of John Wick in Bloodborne. Actually, you can do it too because you got the guns, huh? I've never actually seen a John Wick. Don't kill me, please. Does anyone in chat know if alerts are awful? He's doing this guide, leaving soon and going to drop some more subs, but didn't want to mess his recording up. Oh, you're good. I used to turn off alerts. I think I can now again, funnily enough, now that I activated multi-streaming. Before, when we were just doing YouTube, I could not. But now I think I can. I just forgot to. So yeah, it would have triggered, but no big deal. As long as my commentary gets through. That's really all that matters. Okay, light lamp. And then I think we're good. We'll interact with that lamp. I gotta remember to start the DLC, though. In fact, I should just go there now. Yeah, because it doesn't really matter. Because we're gonna get a cutscene as soon as we activate this. Let's go. GG. That's what your tune there looks like, John Wick. Oh, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's kind of got Keanu's face a bit, for sure. All right, so now this is on fire. Everything's gone to shit. This is the end of the game. You can basically just fight now the final boss. However, we've got to do the DLC. So I don't really want to talk to anybody just yet because it might trigger some stuff, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to run over here, repair weapons, blood gem fortification, whirly gig saw. We'll see if we got... I don't think we got any new whatevers, right? No. 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 We can get a blood rock, but we need a lot more insight. Yeah, because you need like 60 insight to get it. So I don't think there's really anything else to do. So yeah, let's level up real quick. Yeah, what up, madam?
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
Garamon. So yeah, it turns out Garamon is like the final boss. However, if you consume the 3 umbilical cords before fighting Garamon, there is a boss after Garamon. So again, if you want to fight all the bosses, you have to make sure to consume 3 1/3 of umbilical cord. FYI.
Very well, let me.
Okay, then let's do strength up to 35 ideally, and then how much blood echoes do we have left?
Well.
Probably worth it to go grind a bunch too. Blood vials. God, every time I burp, that liver and onions literally comes back. It's so disgusting. And then we already started the DLC, so we should be able to just warp to it. Right. Let's actually do one more little grinding session real quick, just so I have blood vials. I think you're better off doing the pigs, right? So if we go to Wet Nurse's Murgo's Loft Middle, I think that'll work. Audio Spirit, yeah, we'll be ending here pretty soon. I just want to get some blood vials so that next time we don't gotta grind. I'll be seeing Nick. Saint Nick for Christmas is what I meant by that. Absolutely, I'll be seeing Saint Nick. Oh boy, I can't wait. I've been such a good boy. On an unrelated note, I'll be seeing Spirit Fant tonight because we're going to be doing some Magic the Gathering. Hopefully that's still a thing today. Yeah, we're going to be doing some Commander, which has been so very fun. It's been a lot of fun. Ow. Still got to pick my deck, though. I don't really have a deck selected for tonight. I might just do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles deck. Ah! Because the way that we play, I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cards are already out. Like, digitally with the tabletop simulator is what we do. But they're not out yet in the actual wild. Ha! Yeah! Give me that big old butt. Give me that big old butt. There we go. Yeah, this cannot be better than the other way. Because we only get 2 blood vials there. Okay, we gotta watch out here. These things will kill me instantly. Hold on, hold on. Oh my god! Jeez Louise. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bad, 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 bad. Oh boy, this is really bad. Oh boy, this is really bad. You thought, didn't you? Okay, can't get charged by this guy. Peace. Oh. Okay, that was scary. Whew. Looks like my ex. Beautiful woman. Beautiful. I sound like Christopher Walken. Beautiful woman there. You could pork out an eye with that thing, and we did. Yeah, honestly, there should be like a bacon, should be like a barbecue button on the L2 that can just steam it while you kill him. Turn him into some delicious burnt ends. Hiya! Okay, let's heal up once. These guys not drop blood vial. So, oh, this is just like blood echo grinding, I think. Not so good for blood vial grinding, but that's fine. Hello, gentlemen. I'll be killing you now. Oh, you little punk. You kept him alive. But I have a +9 Evelyn, just so you know. Bam. Ha ha ha. Now you feel lucky, punk? Bam. Do you feel lucky? Oh, wow. You get a lot of... Yeah, you get a lot of blood echoes doing this. Like 55k. Not bad. What's up, Captain Zach? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Bacon mod for the whip. Oh, for the threaded cane. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, honestly, if they put a quest in this game like they did with Silksong, where you have to, like, kill all these bugs in certain, like, serrated ways and whatever to get a bunch of food, that honestly would have fit perfectly. One long length of... Oh, you mean literally whipping with a piece of bacon. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't know flavor-wise. I mean, flavor-wise, it would taste delicious, but I'm saying flavor-wise for the game, I don't know if that would fit, but, you know, why not dream? Whee! All right. One last thing before we end the stream. We're just going to go to the Great Bridge, and we're going to kill those giants just to top off our blood vials. So that way we are stocked up for the DLC, which is going to be a nightmare. But honestly, some of the bosses in the DLC are like... The type of bosses I really love to, like, learn and guide are... like the final boss of the DLC. Extremely difficult, but if you practice it so much, you just get, like, every single thing that he does, you just know how to react to it, and that feels so good. There's other bosses that are just, like, RNG fests, where, like, for instance, a Brightus, where it's like, okay, I mean, it can go really well, but also it can do the charge and just constantly mess you up. And, like, that's not as fun for me to learn, but, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in the DLC that'll be fun. Hi-ya! Oh, and I just remembered... a certain lady that is in an environment that literally is where my tattoo is from. I forgot. I always forget that she even exists. That'll be an interesting fight, too. Sup, sir? Bye-bye. And we got these guys over here. Make my day, punks. Come on, make my day, punk. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Nope. Nice jump. Bang. Bang. Yeah, so I think if you're farming blood vials specifically, this is the best part in the entire game to do it. Although I just realized you can just do the thing we just did and then just literally buy even more blood vials. So it doesn't really matter. If you're late game, it's probably better to just do the pigs. But if you're early game, this place is good too. You can get a lot of blood vials this way. Also quicksilver bullets too. From this guy here. Hi-ya! Thank you. An old man in a wheelchair should not be having quicksilver bullets. No, no, no. You could purchase some vials. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep. Yep, buying the vials. I just didn't even think about it. All right, what's up? Come on. Hit me. Whoop. Nope. All right, come on. Hit me. Do it. Whoop. He did hit me. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this stream here now. Yeah, so first day we're multi-streaming back on Twitch, which I really like. I looked into it this time around. I was like, okay, is there any positive, negative, whatever to multi-streaming? For me, it's kind of... I would like to focus on one platform, but everything I constantly see is like, no, there's literally no downside. You might as well just multi-stream. It's what everybody does. So we grew a Twitch platform way back in the day, and then also YouTube was more recent. So yeah, we're going to stream on YouTube and Twitch. I don't have any plans to stream anywhere else outside of that. There is like TikTok and Twitter and whatever, but at some point it's like, who cares? I mean, to me, it's like we had an audience on Twitch. We have an audience on YouTube. So those are the important things for me. So yeah, like I said, I'll probably be going live for bonus streams in the mornings when I have time and when I'm able. And then otherwise, I'm going to try to stick as much as I can to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday after the gym schedule, which will probably be around 2 to 3 p.m. starting time, Mountain Time. 4 to 5 p.m. starting time, Eastern Time. What we are doing currently, Cindy and I, is we're going through a transitionary period in our personal lives. I know that sounds like we're breaking up. No, we're very strong. Everything's good. I'm just saying we're doing a lot of stuff right now in the background that will culminate in things, like I said, I'll talk about soon. So because of that, I have to be able to like stop at the drop of a hat. Again, for instance, Wednesday we have something that we got to be out of this house around the starting time of the stream. So what I'm saying here is bear with me. Like I said, for the next like 1 to 2 months. After that, we should have a dynamite schedule that we can actually stick to forever. But for that time, just bear with me. And yeah, let's level up real quick once too. But next stream should be. I'm gonna go live tomorrow if I can. But again, we're gonna there's a thing right at that time, so it's gonna be weird.
Awaits you. Go.
Channel blood echoes. Give me the strength, lady. Thank you.
Farewell, good mate.
And then finally, let's just go to the DLC so I remember to start that. Where is it? It's over here. So yeah. So if you want to know when I'm live, you can. I'm thinking about making the Discord open to everybody again. If the patrons and members are cool with that, I don't want to like yuck anyone's yums, as the professor would say. So if the patrons and members are cool with that, I'm thinking about making the Discord open so that just everybody can be notified since we're streaming again. And then also just follow the Twitter at Grohlvana, and I always tweet when I'm live. There's a pinned tweet you can like, and you'll be notified when I am live. So that's everything, basically. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. What's up, Nate Dogg? Welcome in. We're just ending here, but welcome in. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. It was a fun stream. Yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time is when I'm going to shoot to go live. Other than that, in the mornings, if I'm able to. Such as right now. And then, yeah, if you're on Twitch, hit follow, too. That's a thing. That's a thing you could do. All right, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and thanks for the support as well. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, around that time, like 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time, for maybe the end of Bloodborne, because we're getting really close, so we can do the DLC. Yeah, probably not, but the DLC is awesome, so check that out. All right, bye! Bye. How do I stop multi-streaming?